We want to introduce you to two of the chefs, at my personal opinion, one of the finest restaurants in the state of New Mexico, and that's the Corn Maiden restaurant out at Hyatt Tamiya. We have with us today, I want to get the titles right, Eric Stumpf, who is chef de cuisine at the Corn Maiden. Welcome, Eric.
Oh, thank you for having me, Larry.
Great to meet you and
Likewise.
have you here. We also have Matthew Schnooberger. Did I pronounce your name?
Schnooberger.
I'm sorry. Matthew is the sous chef at the Corn Maiden as well, also at Hyatt Tamiya.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to both of you. Good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
I do happen to think your restaurant is one of the finest in the whole state.
Thank you, Larry. That's quite a
I
compliment.
really do, and I'm not alone in that.
Yeah, not only is the food great, but also just the location. Hyatt Tamiya, this is one of the most beautiful areas, and the hotel is just awesome.
So, here you are. We have, you guys just competed in Aaron. They did well.
Yeah, I hear you guys did really good, and you brought some of your stuff here to kind of show
That's
off.
right.
What do we got here?
Well, we represented the state of New Mexico in the Great American Seafood Cook-Off. Placing second was quite an accomplishment for Matt and I. Bringing back a beautiful trophy for the Hyatt was definitely a highlight of our
And this
of
was
our
in
trip.
New Orleans
That's correct.
earlier this month.
Correct. Yes.
So chefs from all over the country were there participating?
That's correct.
Give us
17 states were represented in the Great American Seafood Cook-Off.
Wow.
Mississippi, New Jersey, I'm not to name them all, but several states. And to place second with a landlocked state with fish was really a treat to bring back a win for the state.
And did they tell you what you had to make, or did you kind of get to be a little bit creative and you just said, okay, we're going to do this?
Well, the only thing that the parameters were is it was all based on sustainable seafood, which is, as chefs, we're doing our responsibility to cook fish responsibly, handle it responsibly, and buy responsibly. What we had done was trout was the only fish that we were able to use because that's the only fish indigenous to New Mexico. So we were a little bit tied on that one. But between Matt and I, we came up with a great recipe, doing a corn-crusted trout with hatch chili. Really kind of, I think, wowed the judges, and representing New Mexico with chili was obviously was a great thing.
So set the stage for us. What was it like? Was it like one of those cooking shows you see on TV? They have it all set up, a real staged thing, and you were under the lights sweating away?
Pretty much. I mean, we had 6 cameras on us while we were cooking,
and
then people interviewing us while we were cooking. Everybody had their little setup station, but I mean, it was pretty much what you watch on Iron Chef America.
How long did you have to prepare this?
1 hour to do our dish.
1 hour.
We had to do 7 different dishes for 6 judges and 1 show plate.
Oh, so it really was like one of those cooking competitions.
Oh,
It definitely was. We really felt we were in the limelight the whole time. It was a lot of pressure. There were a lot of great chefs there from across the country, which we were honored to be involved with. Some of them had been on Chopped and Iron Chef, and so competing against this caliber of people was an exceptional experience.
Wow, well that sounds really kind of very competitive, and that's amazing that you were able to get second place out of a national competition. So they liked their green chili.
They did like their green chili. I think they were really proud that we stayed true to our state and our culture out here.
So all these other chef teams are there. Did you get a chance to visit with them and meet everybody? And was there a little tension, like what are you making and what are you making?
There was a little bit. Everyone was holding their recipes a little bit close to their chest. It was a fabulous experience just from the fact that prior to getting there and the competition starting, we had all gone out on the town on a couple buses, so it was great camaraderie between chefs.
New Orleans, great place to eat. So
great place to eat. Yes, it was.
You had some good food, I bet.
Oysters for days.
Yeah, we had a lot of oysters. It was really a fabulous environment and such a cultural town with great food, great seafood, and they're doing their part in also being educating people in treating cooking responsibly, handling food and our seafood responsibly as chefs.
Yeah. Well, this is such a great honor. Now I have to ask, are you going to be serving this at your restaurant?
We did a special last week in the Santa Ana Cafe. We put it on Facebook and everything. We sold about 15 of them that night, which is quite impressive because nobody really knew we were doing it. But we've kind of talked about putting it on one of our menus.
It sounds like something I'd like to try. It sounds really good.
It is really well received. A lot of our guests have come in based off of some of the articles that have been running in the newspaper and asking the same question. Are we gonna, can I try the award-winning dish? So I think periodically we'll probably break it out as a special, just because it was an exceptional product that we produced.
Your kitchen at the Corn Maiden, and we were talking about this before the show, it's kind of like this TV set. It's center stage. If folks haven't been to the restaurant, you really want to be in front of everybody while you're preparing your menu that night.
At the Corn Maiden, we have an open kitchen that's surrounded by marble and stainless steel, which is really impressive. The guests can come and sit at the table.
It's fun to sit right there.
It is great. A lot of great cooking questions come up, and I'm standing right there, instructing people on how we're doing things, giving them small tastings of the produce that we're preparing. So it's really a nice experience all in all. So if you order your meal, you're also getting a wealth of other tastes, little bites, if you will, to experience.
That's really cool. Well, going back to the green chili, you have something here on our table that has green chili in it.
Can you
tell us about?
Yeah, sure. We brought some donuts from the Hyatt. We thought that it would be appropriate to at least experience a little taste of green chili, being that green chili was also voted America's choice of, is that correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Top 10 food. It was the number one food
Top 10
for
food.
America from USA Today.
So green chili donuts, not something that everybody would infuse together, but with a little sweet, a little sugar, chocolate, and powder sugar, it tastes really fantastic.
So you guys have your own homemade donuts there as well.
That's right. We at the Corn Maiden, we also produce a little dessert that we do, artisan donuts made just prior to service, so they're warm and beautiful, and it comes with a little pot de creme. So also one of the things that you can capture when you come and see us.
I also love the Santa Ana Cafe there, and I think you always get a great meal there. Give us a little overview of that, would you?
Santa Ana Cafe, we're open for breakfast. We start buffet 7 days a week. You can get omelets made however you'd like, eggs however you'd like, and then we roll right into lunch. We just released a new menu this summer. Stuffed sopapillas are going very popular. We've got Philly style bison wrap, which everybody's been loving, so we can't complain about that. And then
what was that again? A Philly style what?
It's a bison wrap. We use buffalo for it, yes sir. And then we do green chili, caramelized onions, and a white cheddar sauce over it.
How is that?
Wow.
That's his. You got to try it.
We're gonna have to go in there, Larry, and
I think
try
so.
all this.
Yes, please do.
Getting hungry.
The Santa Ana Cafe is a great place just because it really relies on a lot of the local ingredients as far as cilantro and avocados and just wonderful southwestern flair. So it's a great venue.
And that's what's one of the most amazing things is not only locals love you, but I mean not only national people come in to try out these great foods, but the locals love it too because you're just staying true to New Mexico.
Certainly, and the Hyatt Tamaya is such a great escape for people that they'd like to go on vacation. They don't really have to go that far because it's so secluded and so beautiful that they can really get a great stay in and relax and kind of decompress.
Yeah, even if you're local, it feels like you're out of town.
That's right. That's right.
When you go on over there. I think this is amazing. Were you guys heroes when you came back with this at the hotel?
Yeah, certainly were. We we work with a great dynamic group of people. They're all professional and very. We received great accolades from everybody. So it was definitely well received.
Well, I think this is an impressive accomplishment, especially, and I'm looking here at the list of states that you competed with, and you competed with chefs from Louisiana and places like Alaska, and they're really into seafood. And you took
to win over
who won the whole thing, by the way?
Mississippi had won. And to be honest with you, Larry, they had such, all seafood is beautiful, and it really depends on what you do with it. We had brought trout, which of course we were proud to represent, but going up against other seafoods that are so widespread, like jumbo lump crab and ahi tuna and tile fish, and just these beautiful products that chefs, really kind of aspire to utilize, to come in second with trout, which is a lake fish, a river fish, was really exceptional. And Seattle Fish Company here locally in Albuquerque really rise to the occasion to
Yeah.
procure the fish for us.
Yes.
Because we don't raise the fish here for consumption. It's we raise them to stock our lakes and streams.
Yes.
So it was definitely a process to contact our governor to
Yeah.
release these fish to us so we can bring that and showcase what we have.
Congratulations, second place in
Yeah,
the
it's
Great
so
American
awesome.
Seafood Cook-Off in New Orleans earlier this month. Matthew, great to meet you. Eric, what a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
We'll
you.
come by and
Thank you
eat
so
with you
much.
guys, and
Please
thanks for
do.
the donuts too.
Oh, yeah.
okay?
You're welcome. We're definitely going to enjoy
Delicious.
it.